Hi children, welcome to EduCup. Today we are with the second part of grade 8 science lesson, generation of electricity. So our subtopic is terminals of an electric source. Let's go. You may have heard that the terminals of dry cells should be connected correctly when they are put to an electric appliance. There are terminals on an electric source to draw out electricity. The terminals on an electric source to draw out electricity. In most electric sources, there are two main terminals. First one, positive terminal. Second one, negative terminal. Let's do this small activity to find out the terminals of an electric source. I have given you the picture of set of batteries and cells. Then now look, observe the data mentioned on the terminals. Now it may clear to you that positive and negative terminals are marked in various ways on various types of these cells and batteries. It is very important that terminals of cells and batteries should be connected correctly to the electric appliances. This is the standard symbol of denote cell. You can see horizontal and vertical two types of lines are here. Horizontal lines are wires. Long vertical line is here for positive terminal. Short vertical line for negative terminal. Let's see the direction of current flowing from an electric source. Let us connect the external wires of an electric source to an electric appliance. Electric current flows from source through the wire and the appliance. Then the appliance starts to work. This is a running an electric motor by electric current. Let's do a small activity relevant to the direction of current flowing from an electric source. You will need here two dry cells, pieces of wire, an electric motor, a center 0 milliammeter. What do you have to do? Prepare the circuit like this. Note the direction in which the motor turns and the direction in which the indicator of millimeter deflects. Change the terminals of connected to the circuit and observe. When you change the terminals of these dry cells, the rotation of the fan in motor is changed. It is accepted that the electric current flows from the positive terminal to negative terminal of the source through the circuit. It is accepted that the electric current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal of electric source through circuit. Let's see, when the terminals of cells were changed in direction in which the motor turns and the direction in which the indicator of millimeter above change, the reason for is the change of direction of current. This figure shows you direction of current flowing from dry cell. It is clear that there is the definite direction for the current flow. This is the direction of current flowing from dry cell, positive terminal to negative terminal. The direction of current flowing is start from positive terminal to negative terminal. Our next topic is solar panels. Solar energy reaches the earth as heat and light. Modern man uses solar energy for various purposes. The generation of electricity is one of those uses. Solar panel consists of several solar cells. This equipment used to generate electricity using sunlight is known as solar panel. This equipment used to generate electricity used in sunlight is known as solar panel. Have you ever seen the wristwatches, calculators and various toys powered with these solar panels? Let's see. With a small activity, let's study the function of solar panel. You will need a solar panel which you can find in your school laboratory, a small electric motor, a torch bulb, connection wires. Connect the terminals of electric motor to terminals of the solar panel. You have to check out the terminals of solar panel because there's a positive and negative terminals all in these type of solar panels also. Expose the solar panel to the sunlight. Change the terminals of solar panel and connect to the motor. Then see the direction of the motor here, fan of the motor. Like that you can see positive and negative terminals are marked on that solar cells also. Therefore, the terminals should be connected correctly when the solar panels are used. Today, solar panels are used for electric needs in houses as well as in vehicles. Electricity is generated in solar panel only when there is a light. Electricity, thus generators, should be stored in cells or batteries to use when there is no light. Our next topic is dynamo. Bicycle dynamo is used in most of the bicycles to light lamps at night. Dynamo is another source used to generate electricity. This is the system of bicycle dynamo. Other than bicycles, various types of dynamos are used in fuel-driven electric generators, hydropower stations, thermal power stations, and vehicles in generate electricity. These are the examples of various types of dynamos. The first one is fuel-driven electric generator. Blue color one is the electric generator in hydropower station. Let's see how electricity is generated in dynamo. To identify how electricity generated in dynamo, you have to do this small activity at school. You need 1 meter long insulated copper wire, a bar magnet, a galvanometer. You have to set the circuit like this. Wind the insulated copper wire around the cylinder tube to make the coil. Clean the both ends of the coil well connected to the galvanometer. Move the end of the bar magnet into and out the coil. Then observe the indicator of the galvanometer. Like that you have to do the practical. Generation of electricity in a conductor when magnetic field is cut in with the conductor is known as electromagnetic induction. Generation of electricity in a conductor when magnetic field is cut in with the conductor is known as electromagnetic induction. There is a conducting coil and a permanent magnet in between the bicycle dynamo. This is the inner view of bicycle dynamo. The magnet in the dynamo rotates when the rear wheel of bicycle rotates. Then electricity is generated in the conducting coil. Thus, it is be clear to you that electricity is generated in the bicycle dynamo according to the principle of electromagnetic induction. Let's see the generation of electricity in bicycle dynamo. You will need a bicycle dynamo or a laboratory dynamo model, a torch bulb, a few pieces of wires. Connect the torch bulb to the terminals of the dynamo. Turning the dynamo slowly and faster, observe the brightness of the light. When you turn the dynamo slowly, the illumination of bulb is low. When you turn the bicycle dynamo faster, the illumination of bulb is high. It will be clear that the amount of electricity generated increase the rotation speed of bicycle dynamo. Let's make a simple using these things. This is the simple dynamo which you can make using your laboratory equipments or homemade things. The efficiency of dynamo can be increased by increasing the number of turns of the coil and the power of the magnet. The direct current and the alternating current. Let's study what happens when the motor and the dynamo is connected to the motor. You will need 2 dry cells, a small fan, bicycle dynamo, a few pieces of connecting wire, a small DC motor. Connect the circuit like this. Connect the dry cells to the small DC motor. Then connect the dynamo to the motor. You may observe that the small fan rotates when the dry cells are connected. When the dynamo is connected, the fan vibrates only. There's another small practical relevant to these things. You can do it at your school laboratory. This is what we have to learn throughout this lesson. Let's summarize the lesson. The current flows to the same direction only when dry cells are connected, but the direction of the currents are changed alternately when the dynamo is connected. The current that flows to one direction is known as direct currents, that means DC. All types of electrical cells and batteries generate direct current, DC. Direct current we known as DC. The current that changes the direction with time is known as alternating current, AC current. Most of dynamos and electric generators generate alternating current, AC. A center zero ammeter or a galvanometer can be used to identify the direction of current. This is what we have to learn throughout as the third lesson of grade 7 science. Let's meet with our next video, functions of water. Thank you.